Okay, now we're grabbing purple tickets. We have a bench to give away. 519043. 519043. It's a purple ticket. And I guess we got 2 t-shirts. And we got a yellow ticket. 974. 3907. And then we got a red ticket, 841636.
Yeah, I want an empty can, please.
Again, we got purple ticket. You'll be one event. Your number is 519043.
Oh, that's awesome.
Then if you got a yellow ticket, you want a t-shirt. 841 636 is the red ticket. We got that one. And then the yellow ticket, 974 3907. Okay, now we're waiting for the 260 diesel truck class, 80,000 pounds. We got 4 hooks in here. Jonathan, Ray J, Kyle, and Leroy. Then we're going to jump into our 6,200 Super Scott class. Everybody having a good time so far? Is that all you guys got? Let me try this again. Is everybody having a good time? All right, that's better. Ronnie said more beer. Thank you. Well, don't forget to grab a beverage of your choice, some beer, pop, and water. We got plenty of that. Grab something to eat. I'm sure we got some good food up there. Again, if you got a purple ticket, you want a bench, number 519043. Hey, April, I want it. I got the ticket right here. Purple hair. And then if you got a yellow ticket, you want a t-shirt, 9743907. To our 8,226 diesel truck class. How many Ford truck fans are in that crowd? Looks like we got the purple ticket winner. You betcha we got it. 8,000 women in pro. Then we're going to jump into our 11,000 12-mile-an-hour pace class.
Well, welcome in pulling fans to the first live stream of the 2023 pulling season. Been a long, warm day so far here in Unity, Wisconsin here tonight for the opener of the Mid-State Pullers, and tonight's feature presentation is going to be the Pro Street Diesel trucks. We just seen our first contestant go down the track. That was Jonathan Kaufman. Put down a nice pass. He did some nice work on that thing over the off-season and got it right down here. So the mark to beat's going to be pretty much right down here at the camera angle here. Cohen's is about 300 feet. We'll see our second competitor here. It's going to be Ray J. Rent. Ray J. Rent was the champ last year in the WTPA. So a lot of guys getting out here tonight, testing some things out here. For a lot of these guys, this is of course the first hook of the year.
A lot better looking.
So here he comes, Ray J. Rent in the Wicked White Knight. Watching along tonight, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Of course, I always tell people the only admission you have for the live stream is just to share the link out, so hopefully everybody can hear me, and of course sharing the link out helps me build the page up, build my Facebook page up, and connect with more pulling fans, so I'd appreciate it if you would do that. The sun is just starting to set here. I tell you, it's been a nice warm day. We come walking in today, talked to a few people, and they said this is the first time in 13 years that they haven't had rain here. So the last few years too, they've been running the track opposite way just because of the wet track, and this year they were able to do it kind of how they wanted to do it. So here we are. We're about midway through the show here. Following this will be the Super Stock trucks. I'll stay live for that one. Up next, we're going to have Kyle Krasselt, so I got a chance to interview him today, and he's fresh off a trip over to Pennsylvania to get his truck worked on, and he got back, I believe, late last night, so it was a marathon run for him to get his truck up and running the way he was hoping. I tell you, I heard that between last night and tonight, you hear the common theme that a lot of these guys are going a long ways to get parts and to get dynoed and to get work done, and becoming a more grueling task here to get your pulling vehicle out on the track. So kudos to these guys for putting all the work in. Kyle will be the second Ford in the class. It'll be a mix of Fords and Cummins tonight here. Hope everybody's enjoying their Memorial Day weekend. They have good weather pretty much everywhere around here. All right, here we go. Kyle Krasselt and Magoo Reloaded.
For you Ford fans, you gotta beat that. Sitting out there by Wicked White Knight.
Put some extra effort in to get that off the line, but nevertheless, that's a good pass for the first time out. Hopefully everything is still intact there. Everybody joining for the first time tonight, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good holiday weekend. Make sure you drop a comment, let me know where you're listening from, and as always, as I mentioned earlier, your only admission tonight for the free live stream is just to share the video. So share that video out and help me build the audience, help me build the page up, I'd appreciate it. So we're going to be going live here for the rest of the 2-6 class. And I'll be staying live for these super stock trucks that are coming up next. Yeah, that sun sure was hot here today, beating on the track. They had an antique pole pretty much run all day long. Had such a big attendance, it bumped into this pole a little bit, so we did get started late. But that's all right, as long as the attendance is up and the event does all right, I think we can live with it. So here comes Leroy Hirschberger coming up from way down in the southern area. I believe his residence is in Wisconsin, but he lives right down there along that Wisconsin-Iowa border there. Doesn't get up here too often, but last year we got an opportunity to see him up here at a couple hooks, and he actually snuck away with a win at Taylor last year. So very good running truck. It's always nice to see more and more guys get together for some of these events throughout the year so they can really compete against the best. So good running truck. And we'll see what Leroy can do. The mark right now is Ray J. Rint out here. Just a shade past 300, I believe he's at 318 feet. So Leroy's got his work cut out for him.
Okay, here we go, Ford fans. Leroy, you got to be a pull of 311 and 4. 311 and 4.
See a good shot of the crowd there, and I had a nice full crowd here today. A lot of these folks have been here all day long. It's been a full day of pulling. So I think a couple more guys were expected here, but that does conclude the 2-6 class. We'll keep her live here. We'll get a jump right into the super stock 4x4 class. At the moment, I don't know how many trucks are here. I know there's at least 5. Such a gorgeous night for pulling. Hopefully everybody's having a good time, out enjoying some family time. Don't be afraid to use that chat button. Let us know where you're watching from, and give us a heads up when you're going to your next pulling event. Me personally, I'm going to be headed back to Ridgeland tomorrow there. I'm trying to alternate events every year on the Sunday there. It's always kind of tricky with multiple events every day. And so I will be in Ridgeland tomorrow. Hopefully you get an opportunity to do a little live stream again. So it looks like our first contestant here in the Super Stock 4x4 is going to be Twisted Metal. I believe Darren Geiger behind the wheel. Be the test hook in the class. We have not seen a whole lot of usage of that test hook tonight here, so Darren Geiger with Twisted Metal here. I know Donnie Carruthers with Rock and Roll is here. Louis Plasky with Born and Raised. Got, I believe, both Bond trucks are here.
I still have a headliner. I have a headliner.
So we'll see what they got in store tonight. Of course, this is the first hook for Mid-State and for a lot of these pullers here. So long off season here in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, I'm back and I'm
very nice first out run there for Darren. Standing about 10 feet away from the announcer, but it's hard to hear whether or not he'll be keeping that, but I would expect he would. But we should be off and running here. It's been a pretty flawless night as far as getting vehicles on and off the track there. Mike's running the sled tonight, kept things going, so been a pretty nice run the show ever since we finally got this show on the road there. The antique pole probably ran about half an hour to an hour late, and they did a little track prep. It's extra dry here, so dumped a little water in there and worked the track over. So I think for the most part it's been working pretty good. We haven't had too much dust, and it seems like a lot of the vehicles have been able to dig in a little bit. So I say again, hopefully everybody's having a nice Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Tuning in tonight. Don't forget to share the link for the live stream. I'd appreciate it. Help build the page up. All right, up next is going to be Louis Plasky. Donning my brand new Louis Plasky sweatshirt tonight. Hot off the press there. Louis was pulling over in Dresser last night. He pulled twice, and talked to him tonight. He said that might be the last time he runs the bar tires for the year. He's kind of ready to do a little bit more super stock pulling. So, but every night is a new night. So we wish him the best. Be the second hook in the class here. Here comes Louis Plasky with Born and Raised. where Louis currently stands. The cone you see in front of you, I do believe, is 300 feet here. Got a pretty sizable track when they're able to run this direction there. They got about 60 feet behind me, so we've been kind of locking down on the classes tonight. The light limiteds only went about 308 or 280, so kind of expecting the same from this class here.
We'd like to thank everybody for coming out today and enjoying the truck pull. Don't forget, next Saturday, Northside Park. We got a truck pull going on up there, I believe 5 o'clock.
If it weren't for that, would they even
Free admission. A lot of the tractors you see here today will be there.
Alrighty. So this truck I'm not familiar with. Which I must say, I don't say that often, but every now and then one sneaks in.
The mid-state pullers will be headed to St. Leadership Park Saturday evening.
By the looks of it, it is a Chevrolet by the name of Hellbound. So some new iron here joining us tonight.
whether it's the fun of just doing it.
Now we've got Dylan. Westby Buckshots Bar is the sponsor. 84 Chevy.
There you go, out of Westby, Wisconsin. Just like that, we got a new leader, so I'm going to assume that gentleman there comes up, probably part of the Southwest Pullers Club. And get an opportunity to get an extra hook in and just put himself up in the first place right now, a little over 300 feet. I know of at least 3 trucks to go that are going to have something to say about that, so I would have to assume, not being a puller myself, but I would have to assume it's a little bit of an extra feather in the cap to be able to go to a different area of the state and come away with a win. So we'll see if that one holds true for that gentleman there. So we got the lights on here. The sun just went down, started to cool down a little bit, and just right for a truck and tractor pull here tonight. Unity, Wisconsin there, up on Highway 29, kind of a little ways out of Marshfield and the Wausau areas.
With an 84 Chevy.
This area is very familiar to pulling. A lot of great truck and tractor pullers who go all over the place are from this area, and some of them have come back here tonight to pay a little homage to their home areas. So up next we're going to have Running Hard. Looks like Wayne Vaughn is going to be doing the driving duties here. That's his kid Derek out there on the track. He normally drives his truck as well.
Right now, Wayne's got to beat Dylan. Wayne's for Dylan's sitting out there with 305 and 9. But there's a lot of good iron left on the class.
All right, so he's got his dad backed up and going to give it a shot. He's got a mark to beat of about 305 feet. This is Wayne Vaughn with Running Hard.
I don't know why Jamie Jensen don't have this truck here.
following along, it sounded like that was a 303 mark, which would put him in second place. I believe the gentleman with the black Chevrolet out of Westby is out at 305. The unofficial standings, if you will. So I say again, welcoming everybody to DPP Films and Dairyland Bowling Promoters. Hope everybody's having a great holiday weekend. The streaming is free. This great commentary is free. All that I ask is that you share the link on Facebook. Help build the page up and help build up the following. I would appreciate that very much. If you go back and watch this, we covered the 2.6 diesels earlier. Just a few of them tonight. It was a kind of a run on Fords here tonight with a couple of Cummins in there, but it ended up being Ray J. Rent just edging out Jonathan Kaufman. So now we are a handful of trucks into the Superstock 4x4 class with a pair of Chevys out here in front with a few Fords down there yet to roll onto the track. Just a gorgeous night here. The sun's just starting to drop down, and that track is really starting to come around, I think, and should be a really nice night the rest of the way. We have about 4 or 5 classes left. So I stand corrected. We do have another Chevy to roll in here. This is going to be Adam Weiss. It's always nice to see trucks like this on holidays where we remember our military and veterans. This is American Pride. Gorgeous, gorgeous looking. I believe it's a paint job. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's a paint job on the. Well, you'll see it as it goes by. Make sure you take a close look at it. I apologize for not working the camera too much. I'm actually working my other camera here, so I'm not able to do any zooming in. But hopefully you can see it just the same. So here comes Adam Weiss. Issues there for Adam. Hopefully he was able to get out of it before anything got too bad on him. I'll give you an update as soon as he pulls off the track here. There you go.
So if Donnie needs a full of $2.99.11, he gets a 30 pack. If he doesn't, Mr. Darren Geiger does. Go!
Alrighty, so once again, if you're joining in here, the looks like the standings still ride with the black Chevrolet out of Westby. A truck I'm not too familiar with, but I believe his name is Dylan, and he is currently in the lead. I believe he had a mark of 305. Trying to do a live stream. Doing a live stream. And then right behind him at 303 is Wayne Vaughn with Running Hard. Should be your top 2 right now.
you gotta be 299, but we want to win the whole fucking thing, so we gotta do a 5.
305.
After Donnie, we're going to run into our 8,000 pound smoker class. Then we're going to jump into our 11,000 pound class.
Alrighty, so this here is Donnie Carruthers. He's going to be our last competitor in the class. With this Ford he calls rock and roll. The mark to beat 305, so he's got his work cut out for him. Gorgeous night here in Unity, Wisconsin. We're watching Super Stock 4x4s. Last truck of the class, the mark beat 305. Here we go, Donnie Carruthers and rock and roll. Gentlemen, that's a wrap. So the truck from down south takes it. That's going to put an end to the live stream here tonight. I hope everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully I can see some of you tomorrow night in Bridgeland, Wisconsin. Until then, thank you for joining in with DPP Films, and make sure you follow all year long. I appreciate it. Have a great holiday weekend and have a good night, everybody.